Weekly freebie games for you.
And deals too. Alright, you beautiful peoples off the interwebs, it's me, Glyn, CheapSkate Gamer. If you're watching it on Rumble, it's the woke part of us. And we're doing our Freebie Weekly Games Roundup. And let's crack on, shall we? If you haven't been here before, essentially what I do is I grab a load of, I just go through the interwebs, sort of scanning and scaling through all the sort of free stuff that you can get from all the different outlets. And it'll more become apparent as I go on. It's all, instead of doing what they call them, like tabs and numbers, what I do is I put a little thing in the corner. Look at the state of my arm. I've been gardening, by the way. I haven't been doing the other thing, all right? I've been gardening. Look at the state of my arms. Brambles, mate. Brambles. That's why I'm late doing this particular... okay, I'm just checking my lights are on. Anyway, so the first place we always go to is Epic Game Stores, because they always drop us a free game. Let's pop on to Epic Game Stores here. And here we go. The first game is, well, one of the games, Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Now, I haven't really known much about this game. I didn't realise this existed. I know they did one with Smeagol in it. There was that wasn't well liked, but this one's about dwarves. And there we are. It's got the Lord of the Rings license. Someone's paid a lot of money for that. And it's not even that old a game. I think I checked it. I think it's like a 2023 game or something. Anyway, you've got 6 days to collect it, more or less. Yes, more or less bang on 6 days from the time of me doing this video. And then we're going into mystery game period, and I think that's when we start. Every day will be a mystery game. Now this was a mystery game, but we've got a week to wait, and it's like the 12 days of Christmas. Now last year I think there was 17 games that Epic Games dropped, and there were some bangers. Plague's Tale Requiem was one of the ones last year, and Guardians of the Galaxy was in amongst that. They're not all bangers, but there will be 2 to 3 really good games in there. The year before was like what's the walking simulator one, Death something, the one Hideo Kojima's walking simulator game, Death Stranding. God, I've completed it twice as well. I've like literally 1000G'd it or platinumed it on PlayStation and PS5. Anyway, right, Epic Games is out the way now, so there we are. Don't forget to go and grab it. Return to Moria, add it to your library. I've already added mine. Let's get rid of that, and we're on to the Amazon Prime Gaming now. Of course, Amazon Prime Gaming, if you're a Prime subscriber, you do get free games every week, and they drop in loads of games now. They're really pushing this on Prime Gaming. I know they put adverts in their Prime Video, but all the more that they're spending more money now on Prime Gaming. So, and there's no adverts here. And it's not that great a week. Last week was bonkers. It was like 17, 18 games last week. I don't know why they dropped so many, but we're only getting 5, I think it is, this week. And we're getting Redrawn, The Painted Tower. No idea what that is. The Coma. I'm not sure if it's a horror thing, sort of very Japanesey type. If I click on it, I can show you the pictures, and yeah, it's got that sort of Japanese schoolgirl look. I don't know if there's a horror going on here or if it's just a chitty chatty thing, but whatever. I don't know if it's any good or not. Then we got one which I thought did look interesting. It's called Planet of Lana. This is sort of, I do like these sort of aesthetically pleasing, simple, maybe 2 to 3 hour games where you're on a little adventure, tells a story. I do like that sort of thing. They're just my grift. They are. This one looks quite fun. Look at these weird spider bots all chasing the little thing. I know he's on a little sail. It's like that Far Lone Sails, you know, games like that. I do like that sort of game. Then we got Heroes Hour, a game I've owned this for ages. I've still yet to play it. So there we are, that's Heroes Hour. And then we've got a Warhammer game. We had a big one last week. What did we have last week? Oh, they're all missing. There it is, Warhammer Space Marine 40,000, a great game. But this week we've got Dawn of War 2 by War. I think this one's more of a strategy game if we have a little look. I would say that looks like a strategy game to me. They do look like the figures, don't they? Very cool. Let me just have a little read. Lead the righteous fury in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium. Your elite strike force space marines is all that stands between the galaxy and complete destruction. Take the fight straight to the enemy or protect the vital defensive point. How you decide to save the galaxy is entirely up to you. Note this version of 40,000 Dawn of War 2 is single player only. Online multiplayer mode is not supported. Oh, that's a shame. It doesn't actually tell you it's a strategy, but there it's a single player game. Smash your way through a campaign, and I'm not sure what redrawn was. Oh, pretty looking. I think it's a hidden object game. That's what that is. So there we go. There's your 5 games. Add them to your particular libraries. No. Oh, did I miss one? No, I didn't. No, there's no Epic Game Store ones this week. They're all 3 of them are from GOG, and 2 of them are on the Prime Gaming, which you just press the claim straight away. Those ones you got to use your GOG account. Anyway, let's go and check out the freebie stuff on Steam. So what we do with Steam is every day they drop about 5 or 6 free games on Steam. I've kind of just had a little look through and sort of picked out some of the ones in the last week that have dropped that might be worth taking a second look at then. And how we do it, we just go to the Steam store, grab your price, put it as free, change that to release date, and make sure you click the all games, so you're missing out you don't want all the DLC. And essentially from today backwards, you can see, look, 13th, 12th, 11th, 10th December, these are all the free games. Anyway, what have I chosen? Well, there's a lot of sort of free to play stuff come out, and this one looked very interesting. Why is that playing noises? That's weird. That shouldn't be playing noises. Yeah, Marvel Rivals. Now, obviously, you can see it almost looks like a MOBA style, but I'm not sure. It could be. It says it's a battle team-based PvP shooter, so make of that what you will. But if we look, it's getting mostly positive, and it's got 62,000 people playing it. So I got only Marvel guys. I suppose they're making money by selling certain characters and costumes and things like that. So yeah, it's just a free-to-play game, more or less, really. But I thought I'd put that on the list. And then we got another one then, and I thought we'd choose this one, Cosmic Royale. It's only got 22 positive reviews, but I thought it looked interesting. It's a sort of kart racer, but it's a battle royale kart racer. Just looked quite nice. Graphics looks pretty good. That's a video. Let me see if I can show some gameplay. I don't know why the music keeps coming on. Please stay off music. I'm trying to leave you off. But yeah, this looks quite fun. Sort of Mario Kart meets Fall Guys, isn't it? That sort of thing. Right, then we've got Blade of God. Blade of God X Orisals. Orisals? Orisal in Wales is like something you have from the chip shop. Orisals. Can I have Orisals, right? It's like a little meatball thing you have with your chips. Yeah, anyway, so this one looked pretty cool. I'm not sure what it is. Is it a Dungeons and Dragons style game? I'm not sure. Let's play another video. This doesn't really show much gameplay. Oh, there is a bit of gameplay. I hit you with my sword and... I dodged. Yeah, it definitely got a little bit of souls there with the roll dodge and the sort of enemy arenas. Nice looking. Graphics look good. Anyway, that one out the way. We've got another one, Seal, What's the Fun? Again, I've got to stop the music. I don't know why it's doing that. And this is a Fall Guys clone, but I just thought aesthetically it's got a better graphics than Fall Guys. But apparently this is a 10 players. It looks like there's more than 10 players on the screen there to me, but I don't know, maybe I'm counting. This one looked cool. Look at that one, are they all going up that building? That looks like chaos. Yeah, Play with Games Incorporated. Korean company. Okay. But yeah, that looked pretty good. Seal, what the fun. Nice. Yeah, that one definitely looks worth checking out. And then I thought we'd check out, so what we got there? I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 games, more or less free-to-play stuff, but there is loads of other stuff to check out on there. I mean, there's like independent stuff as well, but I thought I'd check out a couple of deals. Now, I'm not going to go deep into the Steam deals. I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible, but there's some really standout prices here. Your World of Assassinations Hitman is only £2.50. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is £4.99, but I would go with the DLC as well. I think that's £6.99. It's a bargain. There's hundreds of hours. Probably one of the greatest stories. Even the little side mission stories are amazing. And the DLC is totally worth it. Really good. Heart of Darkness, and I can't remember the other one, but the other one's set in a whole new world. And at the end of it, you get like a vampire armour. That's awesome. Sid Meier's Civilization 6, that's only £2.50. Now, there's loads of these. You can see half of them are all in my cart as it is. But there was one particular one I've never... Yeah, there we go. Here's one. I've never seen it so cheap. Dirt Rally 2.0. If you've got a VR headset or you're getting one for Christmas, add this to your cart now because it's only £2.69. Probably one of the best rally games ever made. And in VR, I find it's easier to drive in VR than not. There's something about the VR on this game is standout. It is phenomenal. I love it. And it's weird because you start the game off and you think, oh, this is all in 2D. And it's not until it actually starts to drive, it just switches to 3D and you're like, holy shit, I'm in the car. Another one I thought was pretty... I haven't seen this cheap before. Assassin's Creed Unity, £3.89. Now, it's a little bit on the high side still. I think games like this should be going like £2 or £3. And Ubisoft's in trouble. They need to make as much money as they can. But... this is a graphically standout title. Still looks good today. When it came out, it pushed even the 1080 Ti to its limit. So I'll be interested to see what my 3060 Ti gets out of this one. And there was another one that was a standout title here, but I've never seen it so cheap. There's the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Yeah, it is £6.99. Game Floor 2 is only 99 pence. That's worth a pickup. And it was Titanfall, but I can't find it now. It was quite far down. I've lost it, haven't I? Titanfall 2 is basically about £2.50 at the minute, and that's a lot of game for that price. Where's it gone then? It should be in my library. Oh, there it is. Titanfall 2. Look, £2.49. That's an amazing campaign and still got an active... Look at it, overwhelmingly positive, 250,000 people. There's a reason why, and it's still being played. The online is still populated, and even the co-op online thing is really good on it as well. Definitely, if you've not played Titanfall 2, there's no excuse. £2.50, go grab that. Okay, so I'm going to move along from Steam. You're welcome to come and have a look in case there's something else on here you fancy. But as you can see, there's hundreds of games, and this isn't even the Christmas sale, hasn't even really started yet. This is only going to get bigger, better, bolder, and just crazy. What was the other one I added? I did add recently the Assassin's Creed. Anyway, go and check out the stuff on PlayStation. Now, there's not much to talk about PlayStation. I think they're adding the new extra games in soon. So these are the same as last week's standout title, Dying Light 2 on there. Here's your monthly games. It Takes Two, Aliens Dark Descent, and Temtem. Nothing there really floats my boat that much. We'll have a little look on the classics because they have added something to the premium, because I've recently upgraded to premium for a couple of quid. They've added the Sly Cooper game, Sly 2, Sly 3, and it looks like they've added the Jackson Dexter, so that might be worth checking out. I don't know if they've added anything new to the VR. I have to say, I bought the PSVR 2. I did enjoy the Kayak VR game. It does look stunning, but essentially I didn't enjoy, what was it, Saints and Sinners I've played? Yeah, Walking Dead. Didn't think much of that, to be honest. It's okay, but I haven't played mini golf yet. But all these are free to play if you've got the if you upgrade to the premium. So yeah, not much more to talk about there, but this is where things get really good. So Game Pass, they've dropped Indiana Jones, and for the first time in 18 months or 2 years, I bought a month's worth of Game Pass, and I'm glad I did. I was a little bit worried about this game when I heard it was going to be like under Microsoft, but fair play to the guys that have done it. They've dropped an absolute banger. It's very, very good. And what I really like about it is it's not an Unreal Engine 5 game. It's using id Tech's id software or id engine, the same thing they use for Doom Eternal. And it shines. It really does shine. It shows you what a great game engine id game engine is. It's 60 FPS. There's no 30 frames a second 4K mode. It's all 60 FPS. And I'm playing that on Xbox Series X. Fabulous. Very, very good. And of course they've added also For the King 2, Wild Frost, Hunt Showdown 1896, and you got Overthrown. And don't forget, we've also got the WRC, Crash Team Racing, Aliens Dark Descent, Stalker 2 is out. I haven't played that yet, but that's next on my list after I've played Indiana Jones. Flight Simulator and Black Ops 6 is still on there as well. So yeah, a great month for Game Pass. And then Game Pass PC is more or less the same, except for you're missing, what was the game you're missing? You're missing the Hunt Showdown for some reason. But instead you've still got Flight Simulator, Stalker, Indiana Jones. For some reason Spyro's on there. Yeah, so it's an absolute banger. You don't forget there's hundreds of others games on Game Pass. I'm just looking at all the latest ones. So absolute banging month for Game Pass. And my advice is, you want a cheap copy of Game Pass, go pick one up from Aniba. Links to Aniba are in my description. I picked a copy of Game Pass up just for the month, £7.50. You can get like 3 months to 25 quid. Why not? You know, if you want to play any of these games, and I will be playing them all. Anyway, let's go and have a little look at some bundles, and there are some good ones to be had. So we're over on the Fanatical, one of my favourite bundle websites, where they chuck a load of games into a bundle and then let you choose or buy the whole bundle. And they've got this build your own holiday bundle. Let's have a little look. And you can start with just one game if you want it, is £1, 5 games for 60p, which is 5 games for £3, or 10 games for a £5. And these are the games on there. There's quite a few. Nothing really stand out there that I know of, but you've got things like Pocket Mini, Golflet, Pharaonic, Soul Axiom, I've heard of that one. Ziggurat, I've heard of that one. And yeah, so you've got that. Run Sausage Run. Whatever's going on there. A bit of a horror game there. White Noise 2. I've got this Mythic Ocean. Never played it. Aspire, Inner's Tale. I've also got that somewhere. So yeah, you've got this. Like I say, I tend to go with, if I am going to go with the 5 for £3. Normally I can get 5 games that I want to check out. But even better than that deal, we have got some Platinums and Prestige collections. You can go through those as you want. I don't think there's anything too stand out here with the Prestige. They're £7.50 per game. Redfall's on there, which I thought, that's not bad. But it's mixing it with something else. I'm not Trabang 2. I've never played that game, but it gets good reviews on Steam. Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition there. Anyway, the best one here, and I've been waiting for this to come back, Infinity VR, because I've just recently purchased the VR headset. This is the deal to be had, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's sold out. No, it's because I've already added it. I bought it last night. Skyrim VR and Fallout VR. You can get the 2 games for 15 quid. Normally, just one of those is normally around the 15, 20, sometimes 30 odd quid for one of those. So that's the standout there. There is other games there if you wanted to buy the 4 for, what would that be? Quick maths, Glyn, 4 for 30 quid there. If there was another 2 there that you really fancied. Seventh Guest gets some good reviews. It's quite a new one. Quad Pack's not too bad, but you can pick up Grid for £1, and that's the best one out of those ones. So yeah, definitely if you haven't got them on VR, go pick them up now on Steam. Fallout and Skyrim, hundreds of hours. I've actually already platinumed Skyrim VR on the PlayStation. And PlayStation VR. I just wanted to go back. I'm probably going to start modding it and stuff like that. Well, not me, but adding mods to the games now. and trying it out on Steam. Anyway, so there's Fanatical, and let's finish off with the Humble Bundle game sales. Now, Choice is still available. I didn't think it's a great month for Choice. You got this Invincible Inclunati, which you can pick up for dirt cheap from another site, but there's nothing particular. I think this Bomb Rush looks pretty good, but Atlas, it's one of those ones where, do I want to miss it or not? I mean, it's only £9, so you get them, you know, it's less than £1 a game, so maybe I won't miss it, but we'll see what we can do. But there we are, there's the bundles. Now, if you're watching this over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday onwards, a lot of these bundles would have finished. Now, I bought the sci-fi one. I said about this last week, the one with Doom, System Shock, Crisis 1, 2 and 3. That's going to be running out in 9 hours. So if you're watching this as I release this video, you haven't got much time to grab that. The Disney one, I bought that one. That's just amazing. Let's have a little look at them and let me show you what's in them. So this one, it's an 8-item bundle for £15. And System Shock, the new one, or the remake. Dark Forces remake, then you've got Crisis 1, 2 and 3, Prey, and the original Doom 2016. Now, Prey and Doom are neither here nor there. I mean, they're great games, but they're not up to the financial quality of the other games, because these Crisis games are normally at least a tenner each to buy. And these Dark Forces and System Shock, I think that's going cheap on Steam, and that's like £12 or £13. So just buying £15, you literally getting the other games for pennies. It's a really good deal anyway. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say it's a really good deal, and it is. The Disney one is unbelievably good deal. For £7.78, you're getting all these games, 17 games for £7.78. And even if you've got one or two from like I did, that doesn't matter. Just keep the codes, put them on a list and give them to your friends. Simple as. I'm quite enjoying going through the Monkey Island game actually for like the 4th time. Yeah, so the new ones, they've been doing like new ones every day, but you've got this Metrovania one. And they're only up for a couple of days, these ones. They keep dropping and changing them. You got this Metrovania one. They want about a £10, £9.60, £9.58. There's nothing really stand out there. Not to say they're bad games. Axiom Verge, very much liked game, but Witch Knight looks pretty good. The other games I'm not so sure about. But if that's your shtick, then there's that available. Devious Deck Builders. This is one for your turn-based strategy guys. If you like these sort of games, sometimes they have good stories, some of these. That looks pretty good. Wholesome Snack, we went through this one last week. I think this is the deal here. There is a £17, but I think the real deal is the £7.80, and it's mostly because of this Spirit City game. And I think there was one more, wasn't there? The Raw Fury game. 5 days left on that one, so that one's still got a few days. Dome Keeper's a great game. Sable's not too bad. The minimum price £11.84. It's out of interest. What's the cheapest? £3.94 gets you these games. Okay, that's not too bad. So how many games is it altogether? £11.80. 14 games for £11.84. That's not bad at all. I've already got a lot of these, so I didn't get that one. So that's your Humble Bundle, but keep an eye out. Drop in, pop in there, because I think things would have changed by the time you've seen this video, and they might have added some nice new ones. Like you say, we've only got 9 hours left and 3 of these are out. So let's come back to Full View Me, and not an amazing week by any standards as far as free games on Epic Games, so I'm not sure about that Lord of the Rings game. Looks a bit meh, doesn't it? And the Amazon Prime games were a bit, yeah, it's great to have free stuff, but there wasn't anything particularly stand out there on the Amazon. But I think really this is a week where put your hand in your pocket and pick up some of the deals. I mean, £2.50 for Titanfall, £6.99 for Witcher 3. You know, all the content. What was the other ones there? There was a couple of others. The Dirt Rally. You know, you can't go wrong with that if you're getting the VR. And then obviously you've got that VR bundle as well. So it's a great bargain hunting week if you're thinking about getting a Quest 3S, Quest 3 or a PSVR 2 over the Christmas period. Really sort of jump in there and grab those bargains. And I think we're more or less done. I'm a little bit late dropping this video this week, very sorry about that. As you can see, I've been very busy. We had nice weather in the UK, bit of a change, and you can see I've had my hands in the brambles, and I've got all my fingers are literally full of like I'd lost my really good gardening gloves, so I was used to using these skinny thin gloves, and I'm just literally full of splinters in my hand. So it's make playing games really tricky. Anyway, don't forget to go and grab yourself a cheap month's worth of Game Pass if you want, just to play Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Really, it starts off and you think, oh, is this going to be that good? And it's okay, it starts off okay, but once you get to the second sort of main stage, which is in the Vatican, it's like, oh, this like, you start to get it, and you're like, oh, this is really good. There's a bit of stealth, the fighting's quite tricky. There's that sort of Dark Souls-esque thing where you can go back through levels and there's like lots of secrets to be found, and I'm not going to spoil it too much, but it became a lot more than I thought it would be after about the first couple of hours. Anyway, I've been Clint. This has been CheapSkate Gaming, or if you're watching it on Rumble, the Wokabotamus, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye out.
CheapSkate Gaming, yeah, you know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over and join the crew. They'll show you how to game and save money too. CheapSkate Gaming, yeah, you know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over.